Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Helena and today's video is on seated yoga. So if you've been to my classes or retreats, it will be no secret to you that I love creating seated yoga sequences. Not secret yoga sequences, although that would be cooler. So we're going to start off today as I am, and we're going to be curling under with the toes, so taking the balls of the feet to the ground and sitting on the heels of the feet. So this is going to allow you to get a good stretch onto the insides of the feet. We're going to take the palms onto the legs in front of us, keeping the spine straight, taking the gaze ahead, or possibly closing the eyes for a few moments. Drawing the shoulders up, drawing them back, drawing them down. And then taking a couple of deep breaths, coming in through the nose and out through the nose. If you've got any kind of harsh gaze behind the eyelids, just allowing that to release. Even when we feel really relaxed, sometimes we just have it in us and it's become normal to keep that harsh gaze there. Taking one more deep round of breath here. As we exhale, releasing, untucking with the toes. Allow you to come out of that now. I know how harsh that pose can be. And we're going to come into a cross-legged position. And moving out the sit bones behind us just will allow us to stay even onto the ground. Drawing the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. And taking the right hand behind the right hip, then drawing the left hand onto the outside of the right leg, inhaling, lifting crown of the head towards the ceiling, exhaling to twist with the chest. And rather than twisting with the head or the face on each breath, aiming to twist with the chest towards the back of the room, or if you're outside, towards the back of the field or whatever you're in. With each inhale again, drawing crown of the head towards the ceiling, straightening the spine, and exhaling to twist, and taking one more round of these here. Pulling the belly button towards the spine is going to help you to activate your core and protect the spine. And then slowly moving the body through center. I'm going to come straight onto the other side. So this time taking that left hand behind the left hip, right hand onto the outside of the right leg, left leg. Inhaling, crown of the head towards the ceiling. Exhale to twist. Inhale, drawing up with the crown of the head. Exhaling to twist. Taking a few more of these completely in your own breath. Again, twisting with the chest rather than just the face. You might feel a few clicks coming out of the back here. I tend to do so. And I quite like that feeling. Inhaling, moving the body back through to center. I'm going to keep this left knee bent and take the right leg out in front of us. Drawing the toes in towards the face, we're going to pull the belly button towards the spine. Inhaling, lifting with the fingertips, lifting with the gaze, and exhaling to fold. Inhaling just to lift with the chest, taking the gaze forward. Exhaling, folding a little deeper, and then resting here. Maybe taking the hands around the shin, maybe around the thigh, wherever comes naturally to you. And just allowing the body to relax. Coming back to those deep, long inhales, exhales, drawing in through the nose, out through the nose. Taking a few more moments here. And then gently bringing the body back through to seated. Using the hands to help you to do so. And we're going to take that left foot now, placing it over the right leg and bending with that right knee, drawing the knee in towards the body. And you can also do this lying down. Taking the hands one by one closer into the body and drawing out with that left knee, so drawing the left knee forward. Here we should be feeling a good stretch around the glute area. Drawing the shoulders down, so being careful they're not crunching around the ears like mine always want to do. And taking one more deep round of breath here. On the next inhale, slowly unraveling the legs. We're going to come through our malasana, our yogi squat. So not quite a seated position, but almost. Well, I guess it is. Taking the hands to heart center before we move on to the other side and making any movements between the two legs which feel good. And if the heels don't quite reach the ground, you can place a book underneath them or maybe a block. Here we're going to be aiming for a straight spine, go from the hips up towards the crown of the head. Taking one more round of breath here. Exhaling, dropping the sit bones back to the ground. This time taking the left leg out in front of us, drawing the right foot onto the inside of the left leg. Inhale to lift up with the fingertips, gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, drawing the chest forward, pointing the toes in towards the face. Inhale just to lift with the chest. Exhale, dropping the chest a little bit further. Allowing the head to relax and round once you've reached your maximum. And breathing here. Oh, hello, Maud. We've got a friend coming to our yoga class today. On the next inhale, drawing the body back up through center. And we're going to take the right foot over the left leg, drawing the left knee into the chest. And again, allowing that right knee to come forward, drawing it forward in front of us, feeling the stretch here into this right glute. Making any movements in this position which allow you to get deeper into the pose as well. Sometimes that can be moving the hands closer in towards the body and allowing the shoulders to relax and draw down. Taking another deep round of breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to unravel with the legs. Instead of coming back into our malasana, our yogi squat, we're going to take the legs onto either side of the body, coming into our pancake pose. So here we're going to drop forward with the chest and pointing in with the big toes towards the face. And having it a good explore from side to side here. Something I really like to do. Keeping the spine straight as we do so. Aiming to have the hips all the way up to the crown of the head, pointing in the same direction. Pulling the belly button in towards the spine is going to allow us to make this easier. Noticing any particular points of tension on either side. And when we feel ready to do so, coming back through neutral, and we're going to allow the forearms maybe to drop out in front of us. Maybe the whole of the chest, depending on what our flexibility is like in this position. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Before one by one, drawing the hands in towards the body. We're going to bend with that left foot over towards the right side and then placing that right foot out in front of us. So a bit like a wide cross-legged position. And here we're going to be getting into this right glute and hip flexor once more. We're going to be taking the forearms out in front of us, but doing this quite slowly, mindfully, and drawing this right knee towards the ground. Once we've reached our maximum, allowing the chest to drop, but your maximum might be upright like this. Hello, Maud. I think Maud likes this one too. Do you want to try it? Slowly, gently bring the body back up through center. And we're going to move on to the opposite side. So this time we're going to take that right heel closer in towards the left groin, taking the left foot out in front of us towards the right knee. And again, drawing that left knee towards the ground and crawling the hands out in front of us until maybe we come onto the forearms. Maybe we're staying upright. Just completely what's right for us today. Breathing deeply wherever we are. And taking another couple of breaths here. On the next inhale, one by one, drawing the hands in towards the body. And we're going to take both legs out in front of us. Coming into kind of the king of today's yoga poses. We can bend with the knees as much as we need to here. And rather than just aiming to fold as far as we can round, aiming to move forward with a straight spine, pulling the belly button towards the spine. So as we inhale, lifting with the fingertips, drawing them towards the ceiling. And as we exhale, folding forward with that straight spine. Maybe taking the hands around the shins, maybe around the feet. Drawing the chest forward wherever we come to here. And then allowing the body to come a little bit deeper before we round the head. Holding here wherever we're at and allowing the body to breathe. Allowing the body to completely surrender to the ground, surrendering to the pose. And taking another 3 or 4 deep breaths here. So here it's really good for getting into the calves and into the hamstrings. And after the final breath, drawing the body back up through center. Taking the knees into the chest, giving yourself a nice little hug here. Maybe taking the knees from side to side, what I really like to do. Before coming back to our cross-legged position, which we started with, taking the hands either onto the thighs or at heart center. And I wish you all an amazing rest of your day. Thanks very much for joining me to do a seated yoga sequence today. Please feedback with your comments below. I'd love to hear, and see you again soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.